Hi, listeners. Welcome back to my podcast channel, The Child in Me. I remain your humble host, Omo. Today, I wouldn't be talking about the topic I know so much, or I would not be sharing my knowledge, but instead, it's the reverse case. I would really like your opinion and your input, and also your experience about this matter I'm about to discuss. Because as it looks, I am at the receiving end of this. If you know me very well, you know I don't get to a stage where I feel or I think I know it all. No. I'm open to learning. I'm willing to learn from others, to take ideas from every little thing or everything people feel or look as simple. I take ideas and I take advice from people. Although it seems people give me so much credit that I give myself credit for, and that does not affect my self-esteem. Actually, it's like people see you more than the way you see yourself. I know, I'm good at some stuffs, but people give me lots of credit for a lot of things. I guess, as an adage in my language says, which means I do not see or know the value of myself. And I think it's coming from an angle of me willing to learn more and not getting to a point where I feel I know everything. I think I need to learn more. I know I need to learn more, of course. So today on this topic that I'm about to discuss, I would really like your opinion. I would like your input. I would like your advice. I'd like you to share your experience with me. There's a link below this podcast where you can send in your voice notes, your voice messages as a response. And if you're willing, I'll share it on my next podcast. If you're not, then I'll take the advice and keep it to myself. Because this podcast is all about we pouring out our minds and sharing our experience without hurting anyone, of course, and without talking down or looking down on anyone. So today, my question is, or the challenge I'm having right now is, how do you handle people who you think or believe you're doing much for, or you're trying to do something for? I don't know how to put it actually. Okay, you're trying to make friends with this person. Not like you're forcing yourself or being manipulative, of course. You have a good intention and you're trying to make friends with this person and trying to let this person see that, oh, you're in a safe spot with me. You can be my friend. You're not asking for too much and you're not asking that person to tell you about their inner secret or their deepest sorrows, happiness, or their relationship. You just have it to show good gestures towards the person, and the person is like pushing you back. You're taking 5 steps towards the person, like, okay, you can be safe with me, you can be free with me, let's be friends, or we can be friends. But this person is taking 10 steps backwards and looking like, please, sorry, no, not like that. Although the person is not coming out directly to tell you that, but whatever gesture you try to show the person, or no matter how hard you try to make this person realize you can be safe with me, I just want to be friends, this person is just stylishly, indirectly doing everything to push you far, far, far away. Actually, like I said, I am at the receiving end of this, and I do not have a solution to this. But of course, I wouldn't allow this kind of thing affect my mental health, because why? I'm not trying to talk down on the person, but I've got people who want to be friends with me, and if I just see that, okay, this thing or this person's lifestyle or their style is not in line with mine, I do not show it to those person. Because if you've been listening to my podcast, I am very, very sensitive, and I am very intentional about whatever I do to others, because I know everyone has feelings. So I do not show it to them directly, like I don't like you and I don't want to be your friend, and I don't reject most of the things. But there's a way you can just put people out or set boundaries so they don't overstep it. You'll be friends with them from a distance. I'm talking from my own perspective now. You'll be friends with them from a distance, but I won't reject any gesture or any nice things they're trying to do for me. But on this, my own experience, reverse is the case, because that's what this person is doing and it's not really making me feel good. And as human as I am, of course, I have to rant and spit it out, especially to my listeners, because I know my listeners are brilliant people. I've received your response, I've received feedback from people, and I'm like, wow, okay. So if you have an idea of how to handle this kind of situation, honestly, I'm in desperate need of that advice right now. Let's see I want to know if I'm the one pushing too hard that I shouldn't. Because, okay, another thing I've realized is this particular person, once I try to keep my distance from this particular person, the person now starts trying to get close and trying to show me like, it's not like I don't, those kind of behavior. She's not saying it in person, but that's the kind of attitude. Like, it's not like I don't like you, but okay, let me just check up on you. I don't like that kind of thing. I do not, and this does not have to do with value or trying to be trying to be proud. But no, I do not like that kind of thing. I know I pick my friends, I know what I say in them, and I think you've got those qualities, but now you're trying to push me. And I think the person I've just done the hardest one right now, that I'm feeling like, should I go to this person, pour out my mind and let's brush it out, or I should just try and keep the same energy this person is keeping, because I really know how to do that a lot, but there are plenty of factors surrounding this. When I hear your responses or when I receive those messages or your advice, then I'll tell you the factors surrounding this. I know some people might feel like, just forget about a person and just act as if she doesn't exist. It's not that simple, because like I said, there are some factors surrounding this kind of friendship that I can't just push away and say, no, I'm not interested. So please send in those replies, send in those advice, your suggestions and input. I need them. Like I said, I am in desperate need of them. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. Do not forget to press the follow, share or like button. You know I appreciate you, right? I remain your humble host, Omo, and this is the child in me.